MK, WTF is going on with the random roast of the wrestling video? Why? Because Black Panther just hit the big screen and black folks is feeling themselves too much and need a reality check. Black people need to be reminded that for every Black Panther, there are 3 Jigabroonies. You saw what I did there. Yes, you did. You saw what I did with Jigabroony. Yes, you did. But yeah, man, they took 2 incredibly talented athletes and Xavier Woods and turned them into Tyler Perry if you dip them in the Kids Bop version of World Star. And then you made them champions. Like, that made up for the fact that you took Big E and made him throw his Big A in a circle. Vince, Mr. McMahon, we know it was you. We know it's good. And no, I don't have a problem with it. Keep it up, my nigga. Just know that we all know what you're doing. We all know you walked up to these 3 young black men like, hey, look here now. You 3 get to be the WWE World Tag Team Champions. All you gotta do is go up there every night and be the most flamboyant bowl of ambiguously gay, greased up dog dicks that you can possibly be. And they looked at you and saw the money coming in and said, oh, yes, sir, master, that sounds like a right good proper idea, yes, sir, master. I'll shake that ass, I'll twerk that ass real good and greasy and gay all night long till a night pass away, till there shines a new day, whatever you say, master. Yes, sir, I love your ideas, yes, I do. I wish I had a pair of roller skates so I can get you that ring and faster for you, master, yes, I do. Oh, I love how smart you are, master, yes, I do. We all know it's how it went down, Vince. You ain't got a lie to kick it, bro. Everyone hates black people, including black people. Black pride my ass. Black lives matter my ass. Black folks, ours is the only culture that practices, preaches, praises, and propagates stupidity. Why do you think World Star exists in the first place? Or mumble rap, or the knockout game? Oh, and also those clowns like Tattoo Face here that go out of their way to assault strangers or destroy property in an attempt to go viral. That is also a black invention. I am by no means saying that no other ethnicity or race does dumb crap. They all do. We are just really good at it and proud of it, apparently. Keep making fun of these coons until they knock off their ignorance. Oh, MK, you're not black enough to know what black is. Ha ha ha! No! That's where you're wrong, black person that learned what black was from the wrong person, or I mean, anyone that isn't genetically characterized as such. Black is just black. It's simply not white. It falls under the umbrella term that is non-angloriosis, or not white syndrome. Black people obviously have the worst severities in these cases, and this does extend to those with brighter complexions due to dilutions in darker DNAs. So my place in society's hierarchy is right next to you darkies. Right below those bean-sucking border bashers and right above the disabled. Yes, you just heard me correctly. Being black is only barely better than being disabled in this country. Unnecessary social commentary. If you don't like it, do something about it, girly balls. Alright, let's take these 3 burnt turd athletes down individually. First, Xavier Woods, aka that dude with the trombone. Xavier Woods, turns out, is almost an interesting person. He used to wrestle as this bootleg Apollo Creed that he called Consequences Creed. Yes, he thought this was a good idea. But much more interesting than that, he went to school and got a master's degree in psychology. Which in reality is like getting a master's degree in stupid, pointless bullcrap. Just totally, you cannot do anything with that. Which is only made worse by the fact that he also has a degree in philosophy. That is absolutely why you gave up all forms of higher thinking to wrestle very poorly for the WWE. Also, Xavier, to wrap up your part of this video, I would like to apologize for that portion of pornographic presentation with Paige. You did not deserve that. I am very sorry. I know you were just excited to be where you were. You said, finally, I'm in a position to have my own white woman. I am worthy of a white woman now. I have fame and fortune. But no, Xavier, Paige is one of those white women you could have had with a bus pass and a book of food stamps in your pocket. This woman is the product of drinking during pregnancy and an overly affectionate stepfather. I watched the leaked footage and didn't even get a half boner. My floppy and flaccid phallus kept looking up at me with the saddest puppy dog look on his face, and he said, "Oh, MK, why are you watching this? Xavier is our friend. We should help him. We should call someone." And I had to explain to my dick that what we were watching isn't happening in real time. We're watching a past event, and there's nothing we can do to save him. He just has to deal with that dried out, burnt up emo cuckoo on his own. I'm sorry for what you went through, Xavier. That wasn't even a sex tape. That was a deleted scene from Get Out to me. That's how terrifying that was to me. You didn't deserve that, Xavier. You also didn't deserve to have to wait until July 23rd of 2017 to pin someone in an official championship match. You've been wrestling as a part of New Day since July 21st of 2014. That means you spent 3 years and 2 days doing absolutely nothing. Purely by the way the WWE works, you should have at least accidentally pinned someone in those 3 years. Like you were knocked out and Eddie Guerrero's ghost came and drug your unconscious body over your opponent while the ref wasn't looking so you could get the pin. Bruh, I would believe that happened before I believe you went 3 years doing nothing more than just being that dude that make toot sounds ringside with Francesca the trombone. Or whatever her name is, man, I don't know. Look, look, whatever, you're a loser. Oh, he's getting money. Or he's getting paid to be a loser. Oh, but he was tag team champion for so long. Well, he was champion of being a loser. Xavier, why you let them do you like this, dog? Yeah. Okay, next on my chopping block is old big head Big E. Big E has been a relentless and inhuman powerhouse since birth, winning athletic accolades in high school and college for wrestling and football. Excellent in both, almost with ease. After that, he went on to be one of the nation's greatest powerlifters. No joke, he is only like a half a step behind Mark Henry, who was at one point literally the world's strongest man. Big E is basically the world's strongest man if one day, just one day, he said, "Oh, I don't need to worry about my lats. Let me hit the homies up on Xbox Live. I deserve it." That's it. That is what Big E is. He took one day off. Skip leg day. Pfft. That is the utterance of an utter failure, Mr. Langston. But I don't see any 483-day reign championships under Mark Henry's name, so maybe you made the right choice in no-scoping some nudes with your boys. We'll never know. I mean, we know pretty well, because, I mean, that is the case. That is the reality we live in, so you made the right choice. Doesn't matter, dog. Good for you. Anyway, he leaves the powerlifting scene and enters NXT, and what do you know? He beats #1 himself, Seth Rollins, and becomes champion. And shortly after that, he loses the championship to this loser, Bo Dallas. A guy that looks like he sells ice cream after school lets out and slowly becomes too close to his customers and is promptly imprisoned when he's found giving his stumpy Flintstones push pop to little Susie from down the road. Makes absolutely no sense, but hey, that happened. Big E, your toughest moment was being that big black friend that a white guy has that protects his girlfriend in situations that he can't. That is also not a joke. Big E was just that dude that jumped up into the WWE protecting Dolph Ziggler's girlfriend at the time. That was his whole thing. Big E, bro, that dude was like real rude with the garlic breadsticks. And then Big E would be like, just go beat him up. You were just an appointed cock blocker for Dolph. It was mind-blowing. Now why you let him do you like that, dog? Why you let him do you like that? Oh, also, your finishing move is laughably weak. It's like watching a dad try wrestling moves for the first time on his 4-year-old son. Oh, you ready? Oh, here we go. Oh, did you have fun? Stop it, Big E. And finally, my personal favorite, Kofi Kingston. In my opinion, the most impressive of the two. and Xavier Woods. Though not nearly as powerful as Big E, and not nearly as completely useless as Xavier, he is the most capable. His stint as a singles competitor was the highest in achievement and was the most entertaining to watch. He could impose his physical presence upon his opponent and just as easily fly over their head. Hell, I even love this theme music. Oh shit, but Kofi, don't you go getting comfortable. Don't think for a second that I can't roast you just because I like you. I do it all the time. I roast things I like all the time. Hell, I'll roast a chicken so hard it'll cut its own head off and fry itself. Do it all the time. Kofi, you better ask somebody. First, Kofi, don't think for a second that I forgot you was faking the Jamaican when you first brought us the bacon. Dog, you was phony. You faked a Jamaican accent upon your debut for months and no one really knows why. You just dropped it. No one really said all that much about it. It's freaky. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if this was Vince too. This is racist. You think all Jamaican people talk like that? Do you think all Texans sound like cowboys? Do you think all Japanese people talk like samurais? Do you think all African people talk in clicks and ooga boogas? Racist, man, it's racist. No, dog, they literally took one look at you and said, oh, he's black, has dreads, Jamaican, and that's as far as they went with their thought process on you. Vince just took this relatively unknown, dreaded black guy and said Jamaican, and that was it. That's what he was. Racism. Hilarious racism. Bro, why would you let them do that to you? Why? Vince McMahon is like the most loved racist of all time. Him and Disney, Walt Disney. It's like we all know they hate, but we still think they're great. That's okay. I personally have nothing against it. Black men are being paid, black families are being taken care of. It's all good, if they say it is. I say, if these men want to be coated in cotton candy and be made out to look like idiots all the time, then more power to them. But don't you cross that line, New Day. You're not invulnerable. We catch you sucking watermelon penises, we will make you feel our wrath. Now, what I want all you out there to do is look for my main man Waldo here during the broadcast of this coming Monday Night Raw and Tuesday Night SmackDown. He's going to be at both events. If you take a picture of Waldo at either event and post that picture to either the WWE's Facebook or Twitter or Instagram page, or maybe the New Day's page, or one of the individual members of New Day's pages, whatever, with the link to this video, okay? And then you screenshot that post, then post that to my page so I can see it. You will then be entered into a drawing, the winner of which will get to be a member of the Elite. And this newest Elite member will be entered into a second drawing, the first Elite monthly drawing. And that prize will be my glove that you see Waldo wearing here, as he disrespects my body. Why? That is the name of the game. You take a picture of Waldo, boom, you post that picture with the link to this video on a WWE wrestling something or other. You take a screenshot of that, boom, post it on my stuff. That's all you gotta do. Anyway, there you go. There is your video. Now I got to go and contemplate my life. As always, I'm the guy that made this video. You're the guy that watched it. You keep laughing, and we'll keep making smart look cool. Until next time. Boom! Boom! Boom!
Intro animation provided by Malik Studios. Intro music provided by Nobe of the Gang.
Now what I really don't get is how y'all gonna have the nerve to have a booty-o cereal and not run it by me first. Now that's just negligent. Y'all ain't really repping that booty life.